Hi, this is Jim from Trek World, and we're going to take a look at 5 absolutely devastating moments in Star Trek. Now, this is not meant to be just another top 10 kind of video. Everybody else does them, and quite frankly, they're boring. Truly good videos do not inspire you to watch. They inspire you to think. So as we take a brief run through the 5 moments that I've chosen, use the comments below to tell our Star Trek community what you think of these particular 5 moments. Do you agree with the ones I've picked? If not, tell us your 5 picks. So take advantage of the fact that thousands of folks can, and inevitably will, have seen your comments, and when large numbers of Star Trek fans gather in one place, magic happens. Now, the first thing we're going to take a look at is what I consider to be probably the best example of a masterclass in acting that you're ever going to see. In Star Trek Deep Space Nine's episode Far Beyond the Stars, Captain Sisko experiences visions of himself as a 1950s African-American science fiction writer named Benny Russell. Facing racial injustice, Russell writes a story about a space station mirroring DS9. This powerful episode explores race, dreams, and the power of storytelling. This final scene allows Avery Brooks to literally pull out all the stops as he gives us one of the most emotionally devastating performances ever witnessed within the entire Star Trek universe. You will be forgiven if you feel the need to pause this video afterwards to process what you had seen before proceeding.
I'm a human being, damn it. You can deny me all you want, but you cannot deny Ben Sisko exists. That future, that space station, all those people, they exist in here. In my mind, I created it. And every one of you know it. You read it. It's here. You hear what I'm telling you? You can pop a story, but you cannot destroy an idea. Don't you understand? That's ancient knowledge. You cannot destroy an idea. That future, I created it, and it's real. Don't you understand? It is real. I created it, and it's real. It's real. Oh, God.
Now, next up, we go to another Star Trek property. In this case, it's Star Trek The Next Generation, and we look at a scene from their episode, The Offspring. In this episode, Data creates Lal, an android daughter challenging Starfleet's ethics. The concept of an AI creating another AI that is emotionally superior is amazingly topical in today's world, and Star Trek first tackled this over 40 years ago in 1990. Now, as Lal grows, she experiences human emotions, and then her systems begin to fail.
Lal, I am unable to correct the system failure.
I know.
We must say goodbye now.
I feel.
What do you feel, Lal?
I love you, Father.
I wish I could feel it with you.
I will feel it for both of us. Thank you for my life. Flirting. Laughter. Painting family. Female. Human.
Despite Data's best efforts to save her, she deactivates, leaving him and the crew deeply moved by the fleeting yet profound experience of life and loss. Now, this next moment is from the most unlikeliest of sources, Star Trek V, The Final Frontier. Now, as this movie gets a little love from Star Trek fans, Most of us try not to dwell too much on what we saw in the movie, which is a shame, because it contains not only a staggering moment of loss, but also the only time we are treated to something so personal in the character of Dr. McCoy.
Son, release me.
I can't do that, Dad. But how can I watch him suffer like this? You're a doctor. I'm his son.
That wasn't the worst of it. No, was it? No! Share it.
Not long after, they found a cure.
A goddamn cure!
This next moment comes to you courtesy of Star Trek III, Search for Spock. Kirk has just discovered that the Klingons have killed his son on the newly created Genesis planet. William Shatner's performance of Kirk's staggering shock at the news is raw, brutal, and honest.
Klingon bastard, you killed my son. Oh. Klingon bastard, you've killed my son. Klingon bastard.
And as we round out this 5, we get a rare 2-for-1 special in the Star Trek Deep Space Nine episode, In the Pale Moonlight. Captain Sisko enlists Garrick's help to bring the Romulans into the Dominion War. Their plan involves deception and moral compromises, culminating in a forged recording and an assassination. When Sisko confronts Garrick about how Garrick had arranged for a Romulan senator's assassination, Garrick's response is a page straight out of Jack Nicholson's playbook from A Few Good Men.
Well, it worked. And you'll get what you want. A war between the Romulans and the Dominion. And if your conscience is bothering you, you should soothe it with the knowledge that you may have just saved the entire Alpha Quadrant, and all it cost was the life of one Romulan senator, one criminal, and the self-respect of one Starfleet officer. I don't know about you, but I'd call that a bargain.
But what happens next is truly unique. For the very first and only time in Star Trek history, Star Trek blows the doors of the fourth wall open and has Sisko deliver a monologue directly into the eyes of the viewing audience, as Sisko recounts his motives and what weight these moral dilemmas carry on his conscience.
I lied. I cheated. I bribed men to cover the crimes of other men. I am an accessory to murder. But the most damning thing of all, I think I can live with it. And if I had to do it all over again, I would. Garrick was right about one thing. A guilty conscience is a small price to pay for the safety of the Alpha so I will learn to live with it. Because I can live with it. I can live with it. Computer, erase that entire personal log.
There are numerous places in various Star Trek episodes over the years, and there have been over 600 hours of footage, that seem to accidentally slip through the fourth wall from time to time. But this scene here still stands as being the only case to date that was written from the beginning of the episode's production that Sisko would be talking directly into the camera and directly to us.